Hi, welcome to my channel, Takoyaki Tarot. Today is September 1st, Thursday, 2024, Sunday. September 1st, Sunday, 2024. So, I think my last video was like a day or two ago. So, it's the last... Actually, it's September. August is already done. There's like 4 months left of the year. And it's it. It's over. It's over. But, okay, so, I guess one of the feelings that I'm feeling right now is amusement. I'm hearing shock relief. Like shocked, but like relieved. And giddy. Like a bubbly happiness. Like, you know, like and today was just a regular day, but regular days are always like, you know, it's good to have regular days, you know. Also, before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you, gives you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. Right? Okay, so... Alright, shock relief, because I'm hearing shock relief. Like... There's gonna be... like, something is shocking, or... Alright, something is shocking, but it's supposed to, like, relieve you of something. I'll get back to that. Let's just sit and ponder for a moment. I just heard somebody say, bear with me, bear with me. Like, somebody is like taking another person's hand and like in a very concerning kind of way, like they're about to tell them some like shocking news. Like, alright, bear with me with what I'm about to tell you. And then news. But then relief comes after, right? But aside from that, I feel like for the most part though, it's not really as shocking as one might think it is. If you, especially like if you're intuitive and you already have an inkling or an idea or a knowing, whatever, right? Then it's not exactly as shocking as you would think it to be. I think what's really shocking about this is the more like the fact that it's like actually coming out. I think that it's not the information itself, but the fact that the information itself is being revealed, right? So yeah, my last reading was like a day and a half ago, right? I've been trying to give my readings some space. Plus, I've also been like super busy, so right. And no one's gonna die from not getting a tarot reading. I mean, that I know of. Okay, that I know of. So you're gonna be okay if you don't hear a reading. Okay, like, I feel like I mean, it's good to, like, trust your cards, but I feel like ultimately, though, it's best. You know, okay, so there's, like, this saying, fed is good, but breast is best. It's like it's a baby breast milk saying, right? If anybody who's like breastfeeding or has been breastfed or whatever, but there's like a saying, it's breast is best, right? But fed is best. right? It doesn't matter like if it's formula or breast milk. I don't know why I'm getting this, but it doesn't matter if it's like formula or breast milk. Like as long as the baby's being fed, that's all that matters. But aside from that, like the top tier would be breast milk because that's like liquid gold, right? So I guess what I'm saying is that yes, it's good to trust your cards, but faith is ultimately top tier. Faith in the Most High God, that is best, right? So yeah, trust your cards, your tools of divination, etc., right? All that stuff. But ultimately, trusting and having faith in the Most High God, that is best. That is like the breast, right? That is like liquid gold. All right, I don't know. That's coming out. That's very interesting. Yeah, liquid gold. Breast milk is considered liquid gold. I would know. I breastfed my child for like 3.5 years. Right. I don't know. My body just keeps up with the demand. So there's something that could be very abundant for you. Or you're just like you're about to come in some sort of an abundance in the form of like gold or money or finances, or it could be like an abundance of love, peace, happiness. I'm hearing employment. That's for some of you. So for a couple of you in the collective, let's say you've been applying to places, applying to places, and nobody's like getting back to you, but then like all of a sudden, like, and you've been kind of like having like a quiet moment for like a month or two, and then all of a sudden you have all these employees reaching out to you like, hey, we'd like to schedule you for an interview. Hey, we would like to be, we think you're qualified for this position. Hey, we'd like to give you this job, right? So something like that. For some of you, it's like an abundance of employment opportunities. All right, I'm seeing some of the cups now. So, but for others of you, it's just.
I want juice.
Okay, you want juice? You want juice?
Sure.
Sure. She said sure. Alright, hold on. Alright, I'm back. You can't have juice without chips. It's just not a thing. Alright. So yeah. Something could also, it could also be like it's just a running current of abundance, right? Like liquid gold. So like when you're breastfeeding your child, it's your body is making it, right? And then your child like latches. That's the term for breastfeeding, latches. It's like, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry, right? Because this might be TMI for people, but this is it. This is a thing, all right? This is real. So grow up. But so when your baby latches on, the milk is like, so you're nourishing life, your child, your offspring. You're nourishing your offspring with this liquid gold, right? So I feel like because of your faith in the Most High God and faith in yourself, faith in life and love and whatever, right? It's kind of like you nourished yourself, and it's like God is feeding its baby, nourishing its baby, which would be you, the collective, right? God is nourishing its baby with this liquid gold, this abundance of source, energy, vitamins, nutrients, love, finances, opportunities, right? How could you not like being a parent, though? Like, what's not to like about being a parent? You have a offspring, you protect it, and you care for it, love it, and in return you get hugs and kisses, and you get to watch it grow up. So I feel like this could be like either spiritually, mentally, emotionally. You just grew up, right? Like a turning point. I keep hearing for like the past couple months, I've been hearing this one phrase. It's a passage from the Bible. It's when it comes time to put down childish things, right? And then you become an adult. So you could have put down childish ways of thinking, immature feelings, beliefs, things like that, and you grow up. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I also saw today 11:22, and then I saw 11:33, and I saw 2:22, and I saw 3:33 today. So your alignment is protected. As long as... Oh, okay. Alright, so your alignment is protected, as well as you using your intuition, right? Having faith. That's really why everything is coming into place. The bottom of my foot, like my right foot, it feels like it's been burned or something. And like my left hand earlier, like one of my fingers on my left hand, that felt like it was being burned too. It's 1:13. Or 11:13. Oh, you know what? I didn't really want to start with this deck. Yeah, like the bottom of my right foot feels like it's being burned, but keep your guard up. Somebody could be playing with like hot foot powder, trying to get you to, or trying to like run you out of something, or trying to get you to... I'm hearing get out. Someone is trying to like get you to get out, or trying to get you to like run away, or like leave something. They could also... It could also be like they're trying to get you to leave your blessings and abundance, or trying to get you to like put it down. It says keep your guard up. Somebody... I feel like, okay, somebody's definitely messing with magic. But here's the thing. Half the shit that they're using or like dealing with, they don't even know it. They just are going off about like, well, so-and-so said, or like I saw it on working on TV, or like the movies, or I read it in a book, or it's not really like... Alright. I saw this post recently in like one of these witch groups. Like I'd be like reading the witch groups and stuff like that. I just saw 1, 2, 3, right? And it's so interesting how a lot of these witches think, right? It's just so interesting. And so like 90% of the time, 95, 96% of the time, it's just basically a bunch of people boasting and bragging about sour jars and like freezer spells and stuff like that, right? And they're always like posting about it, like I did this and these are the ingredients that I used and blah 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 blah, right? And so they're so proud of these spells and jars and hexes that they make. But it's so interesting to me because like 9 out of 10 times it does nothing. They don't... I don't know why I'm getting this, but like they don't have the juice for it, or like there's a commercial in the background, and give me 1 second. All right. I don't know. I was just reading these posts, and they're like so proud of like hexing somebody and doing all of this jars and whatever. But it's so interesting to me because, and they swear up and down it's gonna work. They swear up and down it's gonna work. But it's so interesting to me because it's like it like hardly ever works. So it's like this person, they're like trying to do magic on you, and like it hardly ever works. But that doesn't mean to like don't be aware of it, right? Keep your guard up, because you know, like they're still doing something, they're still trying, they're still putting in that effort to get some sort of job done. And for like the past 6 months, I kept getting hot foot powder. Like somebody wants you out, they want you to get out. Whether that's like a community, a job, a relationship, a business. For some of you, they want you to get out of your body. Like they want you to get out of your body and then put themselves in your body and then just be your body. Like switching meat suits, essentially. Somebody wants to literally be in your body. They want you to get out of your body so that way they can like get in your body. Like, have you seen the movie Get Out? It's like they basically like just, it's like the transference of consciousness, right? Where did I see this too? There's so many movies and TV shows and like books where, okay. The movie The Host, right? And they're like these little consciousness things. This an ant. There's like these little conscious. Oh my gosh! If you've seen the movie The Host, it's basically, they come down and they're looking for a host, right? Because by themselves they can't. So turns out in the movie they were like the original inhabitants of the bodies. They weren't dead or anything. They were just being severely suppressed. They were still there and they were seeing everything that, I guess, the parasite, right? It's not really a parasite, but that's the best way I can put it, because it's like an unwelcome guest, right? And it's trying to suppress the original inhabitant, right? So it's kind of like that. It's like somebody wants to suppress you or get you out of your body and then go in your body. Watch the movie The Host. It's a really, really good movie. It's the best example I can give you. Get Out, that movie, like, yeah, it kind of talks about it, but that's not really, like, it's not exactly kind of I don't know, it's not exactly giving me that same because in The Host, it talks about how they're, like, still suppressed and they're still alive in their bodies, but they just can't do anything because they're being suppressed by another consciousness that's trying to take over, because those consciousness, it's like they don't have any choice. But then they realize that, why don't you just, instead of trying to take a living person's body, why don't you just take a body that's not being used anymore, right? That would be, right? But that's not, they don't realize that until after. But, so yeah. So, the reason why I'm bringing that up is, I just saw 1717, is because the person that is trying to do magic on you, they want you to get out of your body so they can go into your body, because they know that you are about to be like overflowing and or are currently overflowing, or like liquid currents or like liquid gold and things like that. All right, so you're following me now? You get it? All right. So basically somebody knows that you're getting something or about to get something, and it's like in their mind, you know what? We're going to do some hypotheticals, all right? So hypothetically speaking, my right ear, it's like just rang. But it's like that high pitch ringing, like when the TV is like on like that blue screen and you can hear it. Alright, hypothetically speaking, let's say there is a demon, right? And this demon knows that you're about to get some sort of blessing, but because they are a demon, they cannot get that blessing. But you, your body, your spirit, your soul, your vessel is granted that particular blessing. That demon wants you out, so that way it can go inside and live out that blessing, because that entity itself, or that entity, yes baby,
This one's cute.
those are cute too. I like those.
It's so fit.
They still fit?
What's the other one?
That's under your bed, because that entity that is in that person or whatever, it's either an entity that's in another person that can't, because it's just not written for that vessel, that soul. Or this entity, it's like, if you watch the movie The Host, they're like these little conscious things, right? And they can't do much without a vessel. That's how they get the job done, like a vessel, right? Out here. So it's kind of like either the person can't, or like the entity that's inside that person, they can't, because that vessel, that spirit, that it's just not granted for that. They're not strong enough to do it they need a particular kind of vessel, which would be yours, the collective. They need your body, you, but they don't want you just your body, what your body is guaranteed to have, right? What your vessel is guaranteed to have, because it's part of you. It's not you, but it's just like, it's what holds you, right? So if it's not the best, it's kind of like, well, if I can trick the divine, right, by getting the consciousness of the collective out of their body, and I go in their body, right, I can trick the divine. I just saw 224. I can trick the divine and thinking that it's me, but that's not going to work. So I feel like that's the whole plan. That's been the plan. That's, you know. Alright, let's move on. I'm obsessed with you. So if somebody is obsessed with you, you need to keep your guard up over somebody that is obsessed with you. They're obsessed with you, what you're getting, your life, your... This person could have a likeness to you, like they could look somewhat similar to you, or they've done themselves up to where they look like you, or where people would be like, oh, you look like so-and-so, and it's like a major compliment to this person, right? It's like, thank you. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, they've been doing everything they possibly can to, like, oh, I thought you were so-and-so, right? This person is obsessed with you. You need to keep your guard up with this person. And you also need to tell this person no. With whatever, you need to tell them no. What the heck? I can't do that one because it's just too many commercials and I'm not feeling that. I don't like that. So we have the letter T, and then we have toxic relationship. So the letter T could be somebody's first, last, middle, initial name of a word or a place. There's also something about time, like time is on the line. Something about timelines. So something could be part of your timeline. This person's also been doing this for a very long time. I don't like this one either. There's no rain. I like this one. And then we have toxic relationship. So this is somebody who thrives off of toxic relationships or wanted to be in a toxic relationship with you. Or you're somebody... I don't really feel like this is somebody you're in a toxic relationship at the moment. That is so nice. I like that. But, this T is connected to the, oh my gosh. I'm obsessed with you. So this person could have been obsessed with you for a very long time, too. This person, you need to keep your guard up because they want to get close to you to be in a toxic relationship with you. This is not somebody that, that's what I'm saying. I don't feel like you're in a toxic relationship with this person at the moment. You were right about everything is on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I know. So you were right about everything, right? So there's something that you knew about this person or you know about this person. And it's kind of like, so whatever news that you hear, whatever information that comes to light, it's like you either had an inkling or you already had to know about it. But the fact that it's coming out, that's shocking. Not the information itself, but the fact that the information itself is finally coming to the surface. Alright? So whoever this person is that is obsessed with you, has been obsessed with you for a very long time. They thrive off of toxic relationships. And it's like this person, they're not sure how to get you involved in a relationship with them that's nothing but toxic. Or their intentions is to get you in a relationship with them that is very toxic. This person, they're like, excuse me, this person's very confused because it's like, how do I get the collective to be in a toxic relationship? That's also something that they're obsessed about, having a toxic relationship with you. My brother / dad made me do it. So this is somebody who's blaming things on their brother or their father. They're not exactly taking accountability for something, or they're just like not trying to take accountability for something.
It's hot. Okay, no. Let's see when it's like that. Here.
Alright, let me move on. All they do is lie. This is a liar. So I'm getting that one of the lies that they could also be saying is shifting the blame, saying that their brother or their father made them do it, but that's just so, it's kind of like look over, like a don't look here, look over there, right? So it's like, so you'll turn your attention to why did you tell so and so to do this, or why did you make so and so do that? But in reality, that never really happened. It's just like a way for them to. It's supposed to save them some sort of time too. So by the time you realize that nobody ever told them anything, it was all right. So I'm getting this one scene from Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, right? And this one scene. So if you haven't seen the movie or read the books, I'll just tell you this little thing, right? So it's in the books and the movie too. The books are way better, but okay. So Harry and Ron got into an argument because Harry's name was put in the Goblet of Fire, and Harry got called as one of the champions, right, to be in the tournament. Ron got upset because a rule had been made that anyone under like the 6th years, they're not allowed to put their name into the Goblet of Fire. But of course, there was a bigger plan involved. Harry didn't put his name in the Goblet of Fire, right? But Ron was upset because Harry's name got called and nobody really knew why, whatever. But so they got into the argument, so they weren't talking for a while. And then after some time throughout the tournament, Hermione said, she goes to Hermione goes to Harry, and she goes, so and so said so and so said so and so said so and so said so and so. You know, Ron said so and so said so and so 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 that you're needed, that Hagrid needs to see you, right? And Harry's like, what? And Hermione's like, Ron told me that his friend told him that his friend told him that his friend told him that Hagrid needs to see you. And Harry's like, okay, whatever. Turns out towards like the ending of the movie, whatever, nobody told Ron anything. Ron was just like, he just didn't want to be the one to care about Harry at the time because they were arguing. He didn't want to be the one to care about his friend, so he said someone else told him to tell Harry. So that's kind of like what's going on here. It's like nobody told them to do anything. They're just, she said, yeah. And they're just like, you look like a little diva.
I want to get sleep.
You want to go to sleep?
Okay.
Alright, give me like 10 minutes and then we can call it bedtime. 10-20 minutes. Basically, is nobody told them to do anything, right? It's just like they're just playing a lot of like he said, she said, he said, she said. So by the time you actually figure it out, it's already too late, right? But yeah, this is this person. It was like really them all along. Nobody told them to do anything. That's what I'm saying. All they do is lie. Whoever this person is that's trying to like get you out so they can get in. This could be like a karmic feminine or a karmic masculine that's trying to like be in your body or be you. Like because they know you're about to get something, or you're getting something, or you're living I don't know, like you're living the life that they want. They want that, so they want to be you to live that life, but they cannot be you without actually like being inside of you, right? Anyway, so they're blame shifter. The archangels have been summoned. They are here. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like your alignment is protected. Like the whatever is falling into place for you, that's protected. You got archangels around you. You got the big dogs. Actually, believe it or not, archangels, they're not, I feel like, so there's like 9 hierarchies, right, of angels, just like any other hierarchy system, right? Even demons have their own hierarchy systems, right? There's like princes and kings, right? But with angels, there's like 9 hierarchies, and I think archangels are like, if you do it from like 1 being like the lowest and then 9 being like the highest, I think archangels would be like maybe 4 or 5. Don't quote me on that, right? I'm not trying to cut ass on them. I'm just saying like that there's a hierarchy to things, right? There's a system. They're still top dogs, though. They really are. We have 666 reflect. Wake up to your higher spiritual truth. Yeah. The more aligned that you become within yourself, within your faith, and the Most High God, the more that's protected, the more you are able to like see, hear, and understand, the easier it is for you to put down childish things and step into the woman or the man that you're supposed to be, right? The life that's been granted for you, that is written for you, that you're supposed to have. Where does this go? I feel like that goes with keep your guard up. There's something that you need to see. There's something that you need to see that's going to be guaranteed, but you have to hear something first. That's going to be the information. I feel like I want to say those are 2 separate events. Like, you hearing something is going to help you wake up to your higher spiritual truth, but it's going to be like something you've always had an inkling about or like a feeling about, right? So it's like, it's shocking, but at the same time, because you already felt it in your spirit, it's not going to be that shocking. I just saw 3223. But nonetheless, this is something that you have to hear in order to help you wake up to your higher spiritual truth, right? This is a good shit. That's a good one. That's a good size. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like these are kind of separate events because you got that going on, right? And then on the sidelines, you have someone that's like trying to like get you out of your own body to like, so that way they can live in your blessings. Taurus. So you might have to keep your guard up around a Taurus or a Taurus. You could be a Taurus. But I feel like there's a karmic Taurus around in the mist. This is also something about the things that you have with the second house here. Like I'm saying, like somebody wants what you have or that you're gonna have. What is that? 3322? Yeah. I'm telling you, 3s and 2s, 3s and 2s, 2s and 3s. I value money, self-worth, possessions, gain and spend own money. Like somebody wants to gain and spend your own money. They also want to know what you have in terms of like possessions or money or how you're gaining and spending your own money. But I'm not really going to get into that though, because I feel like if I talk about that, that's going to fall into the line of like the abundance that you have. Oh, we have the letter T. So there could be a oh my gosh. We got 3 T's out here. Toxic relationship, Taurus, and T. So there could be a toxic, karmic Taurus that you could have been in a toxic relationship with at one point, or wants to be in a toxic relationship with you, and they're running out of time and they're obsessed with you. Or you could be this Taurus. There's something about this person, like, and time. Like they could spend all their time watching you, or thinking about you, lying on you, being obsessed with you. You need to be careful with that obsession, because of that obsession, before you know it, obsession is very deadly. Absolutely. You gotta be careful with that. And to be honest, it's more like this person is really, like, yes, they're obsessed with you, but they're really more so obsessed with the things that you have. Your possessions, your money, your cars, your clothes, your life, your... It could even be like what you have, like your hair, your aesthetic, your creativeness, your style, your mannerisms, your just... That's heavy though. Alright, let me get like 2 more and then I'm gonna switch the decks. 1, 2. Petty woman. Yeah, there's a petty woman here. This petty woman could be a Taurus. They want what you have. I know what I'm talking about. They want what you have. Look in the mirror. You are beautiful. XO. So not only are you beautiful, but you have self-love and you are loved. What is that? The letter V. This person is failing. They're not having the big... No, you have yours. Alright, fine. But leave me a couple. Yeah, they're failing at being able to do this. Yes, my love.
Look.
What happened?
Papa Patrol.
First of all, you gotta stop eating snacks on this. Hold on.
Come on.
Wait. What did you do to this?
Yeah. I got Papa's phone.
Okay, there you go. Here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, so there's a petty woman. So there could be a karmic feminine that is a Taurus, or you are this feminine that is a Taurus, right?
Mama?
Yes, baby. You know, it's like one thing to expect something, but when you don't expect anything and you're still disappointed. So it's like whoever, for some of you, you don't expect anything from your karmics, but yet somehow it's just like, this is what you do with your time. And it's not like I'm disappointed for myself. It's just disappointing to see a waste of energy, a waste of time, a waste of effort. It's just, I don't know. It's just a waste, you know? Doesn't have to be Taurus, but there's definitely a petty woman that is like obsessed, spends all her time being obsessed with you and lying on you. For some of you, it is a karmic Taurus. For some of you, you are this Taurus. For others of you, it could be any other sign. But a petty woman is obsessed with you, and all they do is lie on you. In general, they just be lying because they lying. It's like they just wake up and like, today's a good day for them to lie, so they're gonna lie. I just heard there's something about shoplifting too. This could be somebody who likes to shoplift. Like they just wake up and think that they're gonna, today's a good day for them to shoplift. I don't know. So there's this person can like to shoplift. They could also be saying that you shoplift. This is a thief. How interesting. So there's a petty woman obsessed with your relationships, your family dynamics, your relationships, your money, your comfortability, your security, your luxuries of life, your partnerships, your unions. It's like she wants you out of that so she can be in it. But it's crazy because it's like...
No. Mom.
Yes, baby.
Look.
Look, it's working. Oh, I see.
Please.
No, I'm not buying these coloring sheets. They're digital. You can just use real coloring paper and crayons. You don't have to play a different game. I'm not doing that. Scooch. So we have, oh, and there's something that's very irritating. Like, it irritates this petty woman that you know what it is that you want. So you could be a divine masculine and there's a petty woman that's mad at you because you know what you want. You want a family, a relationship, a partnership, a home, generational wealth, a legacy, like, right? Like, in the beginning of the video, I was talking about breast milk, right? And offspring and nurturing your offspring, right? So it's kind of like you want to have babies and children with someone, or this is you, divine feminine. You know, you have the ability to have babies and a legacy, and you know, you can do that, and you know that's what you want. So if this is for a divine feminine, there's a petty woman around you that doesn't want you to have a legacy or doesn't want you to have kids. This is somebody who will like... So let me put it like this way. When you have a child, right, you as a mother, father, parent, guardian, caregiver, you shift your entire life to fit the needs of your child. You don't fit the needs of your child. You don't shift the needs of your child to fit your life. That's not how that works. That's not a thing. You shift your life to fit the needs of your child. She just took my chip. The one chip that I had out that I wanted to eat. That meant a lot to me. She just ate it and walked away like nothing. You're welcome. Right? And it's like, and there comes, and a lot of that is because of responsibility. Like when you have children, it's a whole different... It's responsibilities, priorities. Like it's a lot of responsibility to care for a child, to care for someone other than yourself, right? It's to be aware of that kind of responsibility, right? And then to like accept that and then like go with it. That's one thing. But then to like, I feel like for, all right, if you're okay, yeah, because I'm about to say something that's about to hurt somebody's feelings. If you're a divine feminine, you had a petty woman around you that didn't want you to have kids because especially if they didn't have kids, it's like the responsibility of children terrifies them and it's too much for them and they'd rather be childless because it's better to be free and, you know, they could do whatever they want, travel wherever they want, they're not tied down and blah, 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 blah. And you know, you want that kind of responsibility. You want children, you want a family, you want that legacy, you want... you know, to be in a union, a partnership. You want that family life. You want that, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. What's wrong with that, though, that's why there's a saying, like, when you're married, you can't really have single friends. They're not going to understand their responsibilities. They're not going to understand, like, what goes into a marriage. And on top of that, if you're married and you have single friends, they're going to be doing what single people do, which is single stuff, right? And it's just like, if you're a parent and you have friends that are childless, they're not gonna understand what it takes to be a parent, the responsibilities that come with that, right? Now, if you're divine masculine, this is you, like, yeah, I want to settle down, I want to have a family, I want this, I want kids, I want blah. There was a petty woman around you that was like, oh no, but kids are such responsibilities, and kids are this, and kids will weigh you down, and kids do this, and kids do that, and blah, 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 and they give you gray hairs, but each gray hair that you get from your child is a blessing, right? So I feel like there was a petty woman around you. Either you are this divine masculine or a divine feminine that was making it seem like having a family and being married and a union and a partnership and that legacy and that family dynamic, like that's a kind of responsibility that you just don't want to deal with because it's just too much and it's exhausting. And I feel like this petty woman was also saying either to you, divine feminine, or to you, divine masculine, they were putting out, trying to use like statistics, like the divorce rates and, you know, cheating and infidelity, and, you know, people get unhappy, and, you know, they just, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, I mean, yeah, okay, that happens, but like you can either let it happen or you don't let it happen. I feel like they were just trying to like scare somebody into like having children or settling down and becoming an adult, right? That Bible verse, when you put down childish things and become an adult, being responsible, having priorities, being a woman, being a man, an adult, taking care of your priorities. We got the Two of Swords reverse. There's no confusion here. The Ten of Pentacles upright and the Lovers upright. That's what we have. This is what this is about. Somebody who's mad, and for some of you, there was a karmic Taurus, a feminine karmic Taurus that was trying to get your divine masculine to be like, oh no, it's just, you know, it's better to be free and single and by yourself and not have the responsibility of children or marriage, and you're not tied up and this and that, and let's go party, let's go drink, let's go do this. Or you're a divine feminine and you had a karmic feminine Taurus friend that was like, no, but don't get married yet, and, you know, don't have children yet. And for others of you, you are this karmic, oh my gosh. For others of you, you are this Taurus, and there is a petty woman around you that just didn't want you to know, like, oh my God, I really can have a family, I can settle down, I can have a future, I can have a life, I can have a legacy, I can have success, right? I can have all I want. And for a lot of people in the collective, all they really want is just a family, a happy, healthy home, right? That's it. You gotta be careful of people that are like, that they support broken homes and broken marriages and broken relationships, and they glorify the single life. They glorify being free, and you can be independent but still in a marriage or in a partnership or in a relationship. You absolutely can, right? You both have your own jobs, you have your own careers, you have your own friends, but then you also have the money that you share, the friends that you share, the family that you share, the home that you share. You can absolutely still be independent while being in a marriage, relationship, or partnership. It's possible. But it's like, you got to be careful of people that be like, well, when you get into a relationship, you lose yourself. You're not you anymore. You don't have that identity, right? And that's not, you're still you. You're just becoming with your person and making each other better and merging, right? But you can still absolutely be independent in your own person while being with your person. I don't know. You have to be careful of people that like make it seem like marriages and partnerships and relationships and having a family and settling down, like it's scary, and you know, it's a lot of responsibility. Like, they're afraid of responsibility, they're afraid of commitment, they're afraid of like the what ifs. That's hair in my mouth. They're just like afraid of that. Also, a lot of this stuff comes from like people who like grew up in broken, dysfunctional family. So like the idea like healthy, functional families dynamic, they exist. I don't know, it's like terrifying to people like this, because it's like, I don't know, it's just like, it's fake to them. But the reality of their situation is that there is no fulfillment in this empty, lonely lifestyle. There's no fulfillment. At the end of the day, you go to bed. Yes, you have your entire bed to yourself, but that bed is empty. The other half of that bed is cold and empty. I would rather wake up to my kid kicking me in my face, right, than going to bed in a cold, empty bed by myself at night, every night, right? I would take my kid and being a mom any day than this cold, empty lifestyle. Alright, what else? think death reversed. Yeah, this person, this petty woman, they don't want to change their life. They don't want to end their life. They're perfectly fine living this kind of lifestyle. The drinking, the partying, no responsibilities, being single or being independent, right? Just spending their money all on them, not having to focus on anybody else or worry about anybody else or children or none of that. This is somebody who, not only are they okay with being this way, but this person could have also wanted you to be this way. Forever single, never having children, always partying, never settling down, never maturing, never realizing the true luxuries of life, right? Which is a happy, healthy, warm, successful home, a family dynamic, right? Healthy children running, arguing because, you know, your significant other forgot to take the trash out and now it's kind of stinky and now you're late for this appointment and just things like that, right? That's the mundane. There's beauty in the mundane. There's peace in the mundane. But this person, it's like it's boring to them. It's too much for them, right? It's responsibilities, priorities, no. Family dynamics, marriages, partnerships, engagements, unions, children. They don't want that. They don't want that for themselves. They don't want that for you. And I'm also getting that this petty woman feels like it's like this is something that she cannot achieve, or feels like, what is that? Like she feels like everybody should, if she's like this, and everybody should be with this. Like, this is somebody who wants to be this way, but doesn't want to be this way by themselves. Like, if they can't get married, they don't want you to get married. If they're not having children at all, for whatever reason, either by choice or they just can't, they don't want to see their friends having children. They don't want to see the ex that they don't even date anymore. Ace of Swords, I know I'm telling you the truth. This is even somebody who they don't even want to see their exes marrying and having children of their own, and it's just like, you haven't dated that person in like 10 years. Like, what's wrong with them moving on? Like, you've moved on and moved on and moved on and moved on, but like the minute like your ex gets married, it's a whole, the world's colliding. This is somebody like that. They just don't want to see that. It's not happening for them for whatever reason. They don't want to see that. They don't want to see happy, healthy marriages, children. Like, they'll feel some type of way when, like, they hear somebody else is pregnant. Like, oh, wow. Like, everybody's having babies. Like, yeah, at some point, you hit a certain age where it's time to settle down and have family and have kids. Like, that's normal, right? There's no reason why you're 45 and still partying at the club. Like, talking about some, oh, my God, what a night. Like, ma'am or sir, don't you think you've had enough? Yeah, Four of Swords reverse. They have no intentions of, like, the things. So not only do they want what you have, so this person could also want like your children, your marriage, your home. They want that. But they don't know how to go about it themselves. But they see, it's like, this would be somebody who, like, they'll see a wife and a husband, and they have, like, the home, the nice car, the happy kids, the dog, the cats, whatever, and they'll try to, like, kick somebody out to take that spot. Like, they'll kick out the man and marry the wife, or they'll kick out the wife and marry the husband so they can have that. But it's like, it's not theirs. It doesn't belong to them. Like, this person, I don't know why, but for some reason they just feel like they cannot do this themselves. And it's really tripping them up with the Four of Swords reverse, because you have this. You have this home, or you're getting this home and this lineage, this union, this marriage, this happiness. You have this. We have the Seven of Wands reverse. This person, they're not protected doing this, and especially if they're trying to attack your unions, your partnerships, your relationships, they're not protected doing that. You're protected. The things that you have, that's protected. Their actions of trying to, like, dismantle whatever you have going on, or trying to stop you from getting this Ten of Pentacles, the Lovers, they're not protected doing that. This looks like a good one too. They're not. And it's crazy too, because I feel like the more that they keep doing this, the more that they become obsessed with you and spending all their time thinking about you. With the Four of Swords reversed, mentally they're not okay. They're not well. They're not healing. They're stressed out. They can't rest. They can't relax. There's something about boundaries. Oh, so the host thing, right? The host and parasite thing, they let something in them. So there could be an entity that's like making them do this and think like this. And it's like, okay, for example, let's say you're feeling jealous of somebody, right? And because you're not exactly protected, you're not aware, possibly unknowingly you let something inside, an entity, right? A spirit of envy, a spirit of greed. So that little tiny dot of jealousy, it just grew. Now you're like a flaming ball of envy, and you know everything that this person has you want, and it's just like everything has been cranked up to like 1,000, to where before you were just like jealous of like their shoes, and now you're jealous of like their pants, their hair, their style, their car, their clothes, their mannerisms, the way they walk, the way they talk, the way they everything. And at some point it's like it's not them anymore, it's whatever's inside of them, right? But that's what I'm saying. In the beginning of the video, I was talking about how it's not granted for them, right? Their vessel, their soul, their spirit, it's not granted for them. And I'm pretty sure that whatever entity is in or around them, they know that, but they're just using this person because a soul is a soul to them, right? A soul is a soul. So I'm pretty sure that entity knows that that entity cannot take anything from you, do anything to you, harm you, hurt you, whatever. But it's like the body that they're inhabiting, because they're so unaware, right? It's like at some point they're going to be dragging themselves to hell. They got a free ride, right? Look, the moon. Could be a Pisces, a karmic Pisces, a karmic Taurus, a karmic Gemini, a karmic Scorpio. Well, you are a Taurus or a Gemini or a Scorpio or a Pisces. Yes, my love. What do you mean you're stuck? What is the moon? The star. The moon and the star. So we have the moon, and then behind that we have the star. So I feel like this is you. The things that you have, I feel like that's one of the reasons why this person is so obsessed with what you have, because what you have, it's not known. It's a secret. Because it's your business. Your business is not for them to know, and it's stressing them out. It's like, what do they have? What do they have? What do they have? I want to know, I want to know, I want to know. And God's like, no. No. Because what's yours is meant to be yours. It's a secret. Whether that's like a pair of shoes that you're, it's like, what kind of shoes, what kind of shoes, what kind of shoes? And it's just like, no, you don't have to worry. Those are my shoes, right? But whatever you have, right? Your health is your business, your happiness, your Ten of Pentacles, your partnerships, your unions. That's all protected, and that's all being kept a secret from this person who is obsessed. They're obsessed with you. And the more that they cannot figure out, the more that's kept hidden from them about you and your legacy and your future and your life and your happiness and your abundance and your liquid gold, the more of the Four of Swords in reverse they are going to be. It's like they cannot sleep. We have the Ten of Wands reversed on the bottom of the deck. Behind, so we have the Moon, the Star, Ten of Wands reversed, and then the Sun. They can't figure out why you're not bothered and burdened and happy and healthy and prosperous and comfortable with the Ten of Pentacles and healthy and safe. And they want to know what relationships you're in and who you're in a relationship with. And it's so funny too, because I saw a post on my social media recently. This person made a post saying how it's concerning how many adults are concerned, borderline obsessed with who other adults are sleeping with. Right? Which is true. Because you're an adult. Why are you so focused and obsessed with who other people are in unions with, relationships with, sleeping with? Especially if you're not involved with that person directly. You have no business knowing who, you know what I'm saying? Anyways. Alright, so this is a reading. Hope it helps. Bye.